What's up, y'all? Your boy's back. I'm back with another one. It's a real estate lunchbox. It's your boy Leon. We out here. I'm chilling on my deck today, bro. I'm chilling on my deck. I need y'all to like, subscribe, follow. First time up in the room. We just talk about real estate. We talk about the culture. It's where real estate meets the culture. We vibing. I'm going to throw the Patreon link below in the comments. Just go ahead and head over to the Patreon where we have these private little cool conversations about this stuff, bro. And I'm posting a lot of this stuff that I taught in my 20 years as a real estate investor, agent, blah, blah, blah. This is not to put you into some real estate training course, because we don't do that stuff over here. That's not what we do. I'm not asking you to join me to do no course, buy no big course from me or nothing. Just support your creator, your favorite creator. I'm just pouring my content, my information into you. And I decided to sit on my deck to do this stream today because my deck is the most coolest, relaxed place that I like. Is when I say cool, I'm not talking about like physically cool. I'm actually talking about mentally cool. Because of course it's a open deck, right? Boom. But I ain't gonna take too long getting into that. Yo, peep this. I'm going to jump right into this because this is my first time doing this like on a deck streaming live. So I'm going to jump right into this right now. You might see my glasses go on and off. It's because there's a lot of sun right there. I enjoy it. This is how I chill. I got my TV out here. I got my fans. We got refrigerators. We got, look, everything chill. I would turn the camera around and show you, but, shoot, if you're in the Patreon, you definitely see how I roll. So, shoot. Hey, how we doing it like that? Check this out. These HOAs, I put together a couple reaction videos that I feel you guys are gonna like when we go through some of this, and I'm gonna drop a little information on you, especially if you're gonna be buying a house. If y'all trying to buy, no matter where you buying this good America, you're still gonna experience the same thing. I see you guys, man. Leave a comment. Oh, thank you. Let's go.
Okay.
And you're not supposed to be running a business out of your house.
This is my house. I don't live here.
This is my house.
I'm a detail. I pulled up.
I'm just letting you know, you're not supposed to be running a business out of your house. You're not supposed to have vehicles parked on the grass.
He's detailing my car.
I can just take this down if you want.
You got a sign right
He
here.
put the sign up. I didn't put the sign up. He's advertising.
I can take it down if it's that big of a deal.
Okay, he'll take the sign down, bro. He's detailing my car. So what's the problem now?
You had a sign up.
Okay, the sign's
You're
gone.
advertising.
What's off? What's
You're
the problem?
still going to get a letter.
What's the problem? He's detailing my car. What's the
Well,
problem?
that's
He's
not
detailing my car.
That's not your car. That's your
That is my friend's car. Yeah, that is
Well,
my car. Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you.
So what's the problem?
I'm not going to argue
So
with you.
I have somebody come in and watch
I've
my
told you.
car? You haven't told me anything.
You are not supposed to be running a business.
No one is running. I'm not running a business. I'm getting a service done. I paid him to
But
come
that's
here.
not your car. That's your car.
So my friend came here,
You're
and I'm
still-
getting my car
I'm not
washed.
gonna
So
argue
listen
with
to
you.
me. Listen to me, right? You told me something, right? I'm here. I live here, correct? Because you know that,
I know that.
right? I live here. He came. I called him to come get a detail. My friend comes, and all of a sudden my friend wants to get a detail. So that's a problem on me now?
Yeah, because you're advertising a vehicle.
Get out of here, man.
You're not supposed to have a vehicle parked on your grass.
I'm not allowed to wash my car on my property. I'm not allowed to have my car washed on my property.
You're not supposed to advertise it.
Okay, so he took the advertisement away. What is the problem now? Thank you. I want to get a picture of your tag since you're coming over here and doing all this shit.
Well, that's a first for my business.
The car is off the desk. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get. This is a harassment case. Thank you very much. What's your name? What's your badge number? I'm the HOA president. I'm the HOA president then. Who's the grown-up? No, my.
Sorry, bro. If that was my fault, I had the sign out.
I told you to park in the grass, bro. It wasn't that
Yeah.
Yo, homie doing a great job with that detailing work. But man, that's how these HOAs be running, bro. I had an HOA property. I mean, I stay in an HOA right now, but it's a lot more lenient. I think these new HOAs are really the problem. The older HOAs, is less stress. the new HOAs, for whatever reason, they mafia, man. They are straight Nazi related. I had an HOA. I couldn't rent the property. I never been in bought a house in a subdivision that had an HOA that didn't allow me to rent it. That was really weird to me. It was the weirdest stuff. And they getting more and more aggressive. I think HOAs are going to be responsible for a lot of the foreclosures that start happening pretty soon.
Our HOA sent out an email saying that we can't grill unless it's an electric grill or a gas grill. This HOA stuff is for the birds, and we're not even buying, we're renting, and we're a part of a HOA. The 1 year, one and done, baby. We can't wait to move no charcoal grill. Who doing that? You know who that message was for, baby. Because soon as it get hot outside, we're going to throw something on the grill. But I got one thing for them. We finna go buy some charcoal today when my men get out. Baby, who? You gonna have to knock on my door and tell me to take my grill and put it up. Nope, you're gonna have to knock on my door and tell me to take my meat off my grill. Cause what you mean? Who trying to blow their eyelashes and eyebrows off? You would think a charcoal grill would be more safe than a gas or an electric grill. Like, make it make sense. If you take a look, I see 1, 2, 3 grills down there. You probably can't see the last one. Boom, neighbors. They ain't stopping no show. One monkey don't stop no show. Y'all can send as many letters as y'all want to, but we're gonna throw that meat on the grill.
Hey, hold, I gotta stop it right there. Didn't she just start by saying that she a renter in this place? I know she said she a renter at the beginning. Listen, if you a renter and you're staying in a house that has HOAs, don't bust out on the HOAs, because you gotta realize the owners who own that property, they're gonna suffer from you busting out, going crazy, just going off and disobeying the rules. If you disobey the rules, the owners suffer for it. You don't suffer. You'll be there for a little bit. The owner's going to have that property forever. That's not your home. That's not your property. Chill out, man.
As long as it's hot outside, as long as it's flies, bees, and wasps outside, as long as they got red Dixie cups in Walmart, baby, we're going to throw something on that grill, and you're not going to stop us, baby. You're going to have to come knock on our door, take this charcoal out our grill, put our fire out, and knock this grill over for me to take my meat off, baby. We're going to eat good today.
My HOA will be putting a lien on my house and then starting the foreclosure process. Story time. I bought a house in May of 2024, and my house is in an HOA. Now, when I bought the house, I didn't know of any issues or any work that needed to be done on the property. Everything was great for the first few months. And then in March of 2025, this year, I was notified that there was going to be work that needed to be done on all of the properties, and my portion was going to cost $23,000. This amount was later reduced to $22,000, and I started reaching out to my HOA, explaining to them, like, hey, this must be a mistake because there's no way that I owe this money. I haven't even lived here for a full year. My HOA tells me that I need to reach out to my realtor and the seller, and I do so, and I find out that the seller provided information to my realtor that showed this work was going to be done, and my realtor never forwarded that information to me so that I can make the final decision on if I actually wanted to purchase the property or not. I've tried to work with my HOA so many times, explaining to them that I don't have the money to pay for this. I wouldn't have had the money last year. I wouldn't have had the money the year before that. Like, this is $22,000 out of pocket. And so I reached out to my realtor and I called her out on our mistake, and I've spoken with her boss, and I've been trying to speak to any attorneys with this company, any higher ups, and they basically told me that they will not be cutting a check for this mistake.
So one reason they're not going to cut a check for that mistake is you need to go to the E&O for the realtor. The realtor dropped the ball right there. They got E&O insurance. That's the only way. They don't want you to go to them. And look, some of y'all realtors like, do you snitching? Yeah, I'm snitching, motherfucker. I don't care. I'm snitching. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm snitching. I'm snitching. For public safety, your boy's always out here snitching. Yeah, and I ain't even got no cigars out here, so you know I'm on 10. All right? Cigars kind of slow me down. My boy be like, I'm snitching. Go to the go call the broker and file an EEO yes, a EEO. I'm not talking about equal opportunities. No. They have EEO insurance. EO. They got liability insurance. EEO insurance. Look, some of y'all gonna do on the replay. Y'all gonna give me a hell on what I just did right there. Y'all really gonna give me. I'm chilling, bro. It's Friday. We're about to get going. Let's go.
This money was supposed to be due by April 30th, and I do think that I had an extension till June 1st because I was originally told that the payments would be June 1st.
E&O insurance. See? Y'all ain't even got to leave a comment. Finish watching it.
But it is now June 3rd, and I still don't have the money, and I won't have the money, and so I'm pretty sure that they're going to put a lien on my house and then foreclose it, and I'm going to be out of a home because my realtor did not forward me documents stating that this work was going to be done.
Wow.
One thing that I love that we've been on the same page about is not paying them goddamn bills. Like, I just love how everybody is just opting out. I'm seeing more and more creators talk about how they haven't paid their car notes and they haven't paid their credit card bills. And I don't mean that in a certain type of way. I mean that in a way of, I'm glad that we're finally saying, you know what? Fuck them bills. Like, America will figure out the debt.
Don't listen to that. That's bad information. To me, it's bad information. I'm still paying my bills. Okay? Now, if you got bills that you can't afford to pay, you might need to scale back, or you might need to go make some money, make more money. Because y'all complain about not being able to pay your bills, but the reality of it, you're complaining about it is content for me and all the other content creators out here. So I'm kind of thinking you're doing it for content, in my personal opinion. Oh, no. Because I don't believe you. And there's some people that get out here and cry, and I do say that's TMI. I do say it. I think you need to keep that stuff to yourself. But at the end of the day, this is bad advice. You can't rebel individually, and you think everybody out here is suffering like you, and they shouldn't pay their bills. That's crazy. Even if they just getting by, why they want to screw this? Y'all got to listen to this content out here. Some of this shit is bad, bro.
We don't care. More and more people aren't paying their mortgages to the point that they have so many people on the foreclosure list that they don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. And I'm not gonna lie, it's stuff like that I feel like is gonna bring change to the economy. Us doing everything together. Everybody saying no. Like, I definitely feel like there's gonna be a change.
Yeah, there's gonna be a change. There's gonna be a change in her living condition. That's the only change that's gonna happen pretty soon.
HOA sent me another letter. They told me to cease activity immediately. That's my second notice. What in the what? It's been raining. I was on vacation and I ceased all the activity. But they literally pulled up yesterday and took a picture of my SUV and my son's car in my driveway. At this point, I'm feeling harassed. And I have every right to have friends or family over here in my neighborhood. So HOA is really ticking me off at this point. I sent what I said back in an email, CC'd my husband on it. Now I'm gonna enjoy my pool today.
Yeah.
Gestapo. I'm telling you. Okay, you buying these houses, try to stay away from these HOAs, man. Just try your best.
If you have a house and it's not in the HOA, consider yourself blessed. So they just sent me a violation for my grass. I swear, I just got the grass cut 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what they want from me. Like, let me show you the grass. I'm so pissed. Hold on. So, this is the grass. It's a little high, but it's not. Send me a violation high.
No, it's not high. It's not high. What's happening is that when the HOA falls short on what they got, they're going to treat you just like cops pulling up at a stop sign or running a red light. You drifted by. I got to drop this on you. That's why I said, if you're going to get bread, you got to know these things, man. And we talk about it in the Patreon, but I'm telling you, you cannot try to stay away from these HOAs. Land is the big thing now. You can buy this land. Don't buy any land in the HOAs. If you can buy land outside of an HOA and build from there, you can kind of posture yourself for the next 10 to 15 years. And I'm just telling you as somebody who's been house hacking. So I'm going to go and I'm going to pull money out and I'm going to move to the next house. See, I avoid these HOAs. And if I get an HOA, I'm doing a very, very old HOA. I want the old dude in the HOA to, give me the check. Oh, no. That joker got to be talking about the check. That's it. Because I don't want no vibrant Karen that feels, oh, the hedges are off. No, you're not for me, bro.
It rained.
It ain't
So
working.
when it rains, it grows a little bit more. But I just cut it 2 weeks ago. I just cut it 2 weeks ago.
And they will rack up money. I never saw HOA tell somebody that they can't rent their house, and I had that stuff happen to me. When I had that happen to me, I knew HOAs were from the devil. I knew it was evil. It was the Gestapo. Man, hey, yo, thanks for rocking with your boy. This is the Lunchtime Hangout. This is what I do, Real Estate Lunchbox. On the channel, I'm streaming live, and I do this 3 times out the week where we just talk about topics. We're just going to rock. I'm on my deck. I didn't bust open a cigar. I don't know what YouTube will say to me. Some of my other content creators I follow, I know y'all love y'all sticks. I'm not busting open a stick. I did. Look, you know what? Before I even run to the next one, I got to get up real quick. Let me go grab myself something to drink because I'm going to chill right here real quick with y'all. Y'all need some time. Yo, you know, actually, boom. I'll be back. Yeah, boy. Still here. I'm chilling. I did grab me something to drink. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, man. Where would y'all move to? If you can move anywhere right now, where would you move to? Just drop the city down there. I'm always looking at new cities and new places. Yeah. You know? Checking out what's up out here, but it's how we do. It's how we do. Man, check this out. I wasn't going to let this sit too long, and I knew I had to say something about it. Let's go.
Y'all gotta stop choosing Howard. 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 Y'all keep choosing Howard like it is the only HBCU in the country. And that's crazy to me because there are 107 HBCUs in the country. 107 HBCUs in the country. 107 HBCUs in the country. And y'all keep choosing Howard like Howard is the only HBCU in the country. And if Howard was the only HBCU in the country, y'all would be mad. Y'all would be mad as fuck. So the fact that you have 106 other options and you keep choosing the same option that keeps failing you when it comes to housing, that keeps failing you when it comes to admissions, and that keeps failing you when it comes to financial aid is mind-boggling. Y'all gotta stop choosing Howard, especially when Howard is not choosing you. Scholarship College Mama just showed y'all that they intentionally came up with a plan to unenroll over 300 students because they knew they accepted too many of y'all. They knew that they did it. And yet y'all keep choosing Howard because you guys are under the impression that Howard is the best HBCU in the country. Howard is not the best HBCU. Don't get me wrong. It is one of the best, but it is not the best.
And I've been to an HBCU. And I think I told people this story before. I'm going to say it one more time. When I went to enroll at Morehouse, and I discovered that when I'm enrolling, the line wrapped out of the building, along the side, going down the driveway, up the side. I said, I don't know what I signed up for, but this shit ain't real. Oh, no. And I came from an HBCU. I started at Morgan State, transferred over to Morehouse. Mama was working at Spelman in the finance department. I'm supposed to be getting a free ride. I'm figuring they're going to treat me like some type of legacy royalty. They say, Nick, we don't know you. Okay. Matter of fact, we barely know her. Okay. I said, what? But yeah. Bro, and it saved me. It saved me because I sat back there and I noticed that they hazed the hell out of you. All of that is a hazing ritual. It's designed to make you quit. They believe this is the network that they have, and that network has so much influence. And if you want to be a part of this, you got to pay the price. It's not like you go to any of these PWIs, predominantly white institutes, if you don't know what that is. And their ritual, their way of bringing in students are different. See, my brother experienced something different at Emory than I experienced at Morehouse. Okay? Oh, no. And people don't get it. Y'all still want to push your kids there. Oh, it's a private school. And I was so hooked up on historically black colleges. That was my thing. I was like, man, I wanted to do that. That and pledge. That's all I wanted to do. Boy, I thought I was going for the layup. And God had a different plan. And in that plan, I kind of see some of this stuff. And I don't bash these schools because I know they're important. They were important at some time. Some people still feel like they're important. But when you leave the HBCU and you get this type of connection that you got, and I truly believe the connection that some of the PWI black students, the students who graduate from PWIs, have over you HBCUs. I know some of y'all not going to like this, but I'm saying it. It's different. I feel theirs tighter because they were black in a predominantly white environment, and they had to kind of lock together or either have some type of connection with each other. If you're talking about the color thing, that's my deal. But I feel different. I feel like you go into a HBCU and you pledging, like the process of doing there, paying there, it's just like pledging, bro. It's just like Spelman had air conditions. Now I know Spelman is a little bit different now. I know Spelman has come up. They got money. They got money. Bro, I'm talking about around 2001, 2002. Yeah, they do have some money, but still, the way that they go about doing things is still backwards a lot. And I know y'all don't want to hear it. Go ahead and be mad. Leave a comment. You tell me if I'm different. If you disagree, go ahead and leave a comment. But I truly believe, like, it's, if you were a black kid growing up in like Podunk, Idaho, and you ain't never see a black person but once a day, and there's only one person, and that person don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And your parents are white, you know? Or let's say your parents are black, and they don't see no black people too. And you really feel, man, I gotta be around my people. That's why I say, hey, go for it. Not if you a kid of black parents in the suburbs and your parents are from the hood, or they had hood tendencies or relationships or experiences coming and going in that space, that environment. You know what I'm talking about. And they move you to a better environment. Why the hell are you trying to go and connect back? This is not a back to Africa thing. You need to be competitive with what's going on out here in the marketplace. You need to look for the skills. You want to go for the network? I got you. You can be in the HBCU network without paying $64K to Howard. And I'm gonna even dive a little bit deeper. Listen, there's other HBCUs you can attend to that aren't private HBCUs that you will have a great experience. And if Howard turned you down, hint, God might want you somewhere else.
You don't have to go to Howard to get where you want to be in life. It's not even about what college you go to. It's about the connections that you form in college. Like I learned a long time ago, your network is your net worth, meaning that if you want to go far after you graduate, it's about who you know, not what you know. Who can get you that scholarship? Who can get you that internship? Who can get you that job opportunity? Who do you know in your network? What personal relationships have you cultivated while in school that can take you and get you far in life? Because you can go to school and you can graduate top of your class and you can have the degree and you can have all the know-how. But if you don't got the connection to get you through that front door, you ain't got nothing. So I understand that Howard has a great alumni network, but other schools also have a great alumni network. And y'all have to stop choosing Howard. Y'all really got to stop choosing those 5 same HBCUs, because y'all keep choosing Howard, Spelman, Morehouse, FAMU, and NCAT, knowing that they are highly popular. And because they're so popular and so competitive to get into, that there is a very high likelihood of you not getting in. Or if you're under the impression that you did get in, they're gonna pull a stunt like this. Because this is not the first time that Howard did this shit. Howard just last year had a housing scandal where a lot of y'all were fucking homeless. Ooh. A lot of y'all were making GoFundMes, getting on TikTok, crying, begging, pleading for money. And
doesn't that sound like pledging? I'm keep telling y'all, doesn't that sound like pledging? If you say, Leon, I never did that pledging thing. Pledging, you gotta go get it. We just gonna tell you what it is that we need, and you go get it. Okay? You know what if you know, you know. And I ain't even, you know what? I don't even like being secretive about that shit because it ain't even secret. It's all out here and it's atrocity. It's demonic. So if you know, yeah, tell somebody. That's what they treat. That's how they treat you. That's how they treat, and that's what they treat you like. Now, if you subscribe to the system that you need someone to put you on, or you gotta have like some type of connection, or people, your net worth, honestly, I think that's the biggest lie. This is gonna be controversial. I think that is the biggest lie. I don't believe that your net worth is your net worth. I believe that your value, your identity is your net worth. I believe that they put you into a system, whether it's now you graduated from the HBCU or whether it's you graduated from your frat, whatever it may be, and you implant your value that you have individually into their value, you make it stronger. That's what I believe. If you disagree, leave a comment. I'm open for it. I'm cool. Because I've been there and I've done that. I'm cool. You're more valuable by yourself and knowing how valuable that you are, knowing your value, building on your value, creating from your value, than trying to have anybody put you on. I will tell you that if you do that, they will find you. They will seek you out to get put on, to connect with you, give you the deals. You better get in that Patreon I got.
I saw what happened last year and then decide this year, let me go and apply again. No, there are 107 HBCUs. So I really do implore you guys to start looking at the smaller HBCUs, the less known HBCUs, because guess what? They have the degree programs that you want and they have the housing that you need. But just because they're not popular, you guys don't know about them and you don't even try to research them.
I know.
So there are 107 HBCUs. So go ahead and research those HBCUs and pick one. You got Harris Stowe State University. You got Bennett College. You got Langston University. You got Lincoln University. You got Allen University. You got Benedict College. You got Lane College. You got the University of Virgin Islands.
Oh, yeah.
Research those HBCUs. And
you know, my wife's from St. Thomas, bro. I didn't even know they got an HBCU in St. Thomas, like the University of Virgin Islands. It wasn't before. I asked her, I said, how the hell did y'all get an HBCU there? She said, everybody who came from the islands, a lot of those people who graduated, they came from the islands, the kids, they went to HBCUs in the stateside, and then they came back. I love the network. I can't hate you guys. I love the network. I love the network. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. I disagree with some things, but it is beautiful. You turn a whole state's school into an HBCU on an island, that sound like a freaking frat, sorority, Benji. That thing sounds so nasty. Oh, no. I mean, when I was in college, it was nasty, too. But that sound real nasty. Oh, no. I sound like I'm going to be in some trouble in that mud. I won't let my son go, nor my daughter. Like, hell no, I ain't paying for that.
Pick one instead of the same fucking five that keep doing y'all like this.
Black man who's lived in Atlanta, Georgia for close to 17 years. Especially, I got my degree here, I have my family here, I made my money here, I've lost money here, I've gone through the ups and downs. I have never once thought about going to InvestFest. I've never thought about attending for several reasons, but I have always noticed the character of businesses that they choose to support. And as a person who pays Atlanta taxes, I have noticed they have never actually supported the city in a way that was meaningful, but yet asked for things like support from the city. And I think I always feel taken advantage of as a person who's come up and made my coins here in Atlanta myself, when businesses like Earn Your Leisure or businesses associated with Earn Your Leisure come to the city and try to run scams here and think just because it's a lot of black people, we won't discover what you're doing. As a black man who's lived in Atlanta, Georgia for close to 17 years, especially I got my degree here, have my family here, I made my money here, I've lost money here, I've gone through the ups and downs. I have never once thought about going to
I'm a fast forward. I think that's in there duplicate. Yo, he's right about that thing with InvestFest. Like, he's right. I kind of looked at it and I'm trying to figure out what happened, because when they started doing it, it was great. I thought it was actually going to be something that was going to benefit the city. But I noticed over a period of time, you had a bunch of these cats coming in from Miami, from Cali, from up north, and they were setting up, doing everything down here. But it didn't seem like the city was backing it. It wasn't like some type of big event, which I thought it would be. I thought it would rival, like, I would say Greek Fest, but it would rival, have some real big thing impact on the city, but it didn't.
Have been sold the language of freedom way more than we've been given ownership tools to get ourselves into different groups. There's a couple reasons why I wanted to talk about Earn Your Leisure and InvestFest again. Made a video yesterday talking about it, got a lot of reaction, and I figured we should dive into that a little more.
I had to go back for his part 2 because I wanted to dig deeper and find out, you know, how deep, what his real thoughts were with it.
Generation has its own sales tactics being used. This generation might be different than the last. Before, it might have been the bank, the preacher, whatever in the past. It might have been people selling knives or vacuums. This particular sales grift that I'm calling it is about wealth being one subscription, one video, one interaction away, and why it's hurting the black and brown community. This is exactly why I never trusted Earn Your Leisure or people who are associated with that particular brand. Now, mind you, I live in Atlanta. I love black brands and businesses. Earn Your Leisure is the one I'm talking about. If you're not familiar, you haven't followed me up to this point, I work in financial services, information security, anti-money laundering, fraud specifically. You can go to the link in my bio, check out my LinkedIn if you want to join or interact with me. I'm going to talk about.
Okay, so if you don't know who Earn Your Leisure is, EYU, EYL, another podcast, and it's not to hit them. I'm going to tell you, I've listened to some of their content and I do dig some of the stuff they say, but I don't dig it. Some of the stuff is just, to me, it'd be too much. Like every day is somebody brand new with some new approach on how to do some new stuff. And it's almost like you can pay to be on the platform. And they say you're not paying for it, but I'm like, it's almost like they're doing commercials of products and services by other black people that would actually pay to get on there. And then occasionally they'll pay to have somebody else come on there that will boost the numbers. This is my personal opinion to it. I'm not saying, I do believe you got to be in a tribe. You should be in a good group or have some level of connection with a tribe that has similar thinking with you. But to believe that whatever somebody gets on there and says, this is the answer to get out and to change your financial situation, I think that's what he's talking about, because that's where a lot of people sit. They think it's just this one thing that's going to change their situation. It's actually a commitment to a path composed of multiple things that actually begin to change and renew your situation and take you from to the point where I mean, if you want to be in real estate, you can do real estate. If you want to be AI, you can do AI business stuff. But it's not, nobody can sell you a package that will change your life and your situation. And I think people, they get, that's when the grifters come in.
A little data here. It's a long video. You can fast forward whatever you want to do. But Earn Your Leisure is always promoting, which you probably know, always on the promotion trail. They'll present a lot of numbers, self-reported, but they won't actually do independent verification. They won't allow any third-party businesses to come in and do that for them. So my question for you as a financial professional would be, where for their customers, people who attend, people who've been dropping comments on the last video, where's the debt reduction in your personal life? Where's the improved credit score for your personal life? Where's the savings growth for your personal life? Where is your portfolio? Would you be willing to demonstrate it in a video to just tell people how it's going? For my financial professionals, you understand why I don't really trust them, because I haven't seen an audited outcome report. I haven't seen anything that appears to exist publicly and available for the rest of our consumption. And that matters to me way more, because Black aspiration has always been profitable, right? Financial education without accountability is just content. And I think that's why I like.
But the problem is that some of y'all You want the people that educate you to hold you accountable when that's not it. You're held accountable by your tribe, by your group, by your decision that you've made, your goals. And I would hope that you wouldn't run at it by yourself, but I know some people are just in situations where they run at these goals by themselves. You can't, you have to be, we take these people and what they say and we don't give any context to it. We don't look at it and compare it to other people's offering that are similar when it comes to that may not necessarily even look like you. Sometimes, and that's the dangerous part. That's the sad part. Some of the best information I heard from people that don't even look like me. Information that changed the way I do content, changed the way I do real estate, changed the way that I even deal with people when it comes to relationships. And that's the scary part, because when you shut down and you say, hey, you got a bunch of people say we're going with these people because they are Black influencers and they're supposed to be the ones that bring some level of higher level of credibility or expertise to a specific area. And experts become experts because they talk about a topic with other people. And over time, after talking about that topic, reviewing that topic, discussing that topic, they eventually become experts on that topic. But sometimes you have people who do and labor in that space, like me in real estate, and they become experts by that. But I'm still discussing what I know, even with my clients, buyers, sellers, and people that I may represent whenever I do. So it kind of confused me a little bit. It confused me a lot a bit. Your boy didn't know what he was doing.
Congratulations, well done.
But I just watched him, yo. But it amazes me how when I'm looking for information and I'm looking for education, I'm doing this. I'm looking and hearing, and I'm hearing, and I'm hearing, and then I'm looking, comparing those three things that I hear, and I say, who's talking and was speaking the truth? Do I like their environment? Do I like how they look? Do I like what they're doing in life? Do they say anything that sparks interest to me, that wakes me up, that changes me? You don't never want to be somewhere where people don't connect, where you're not connecting to the people that's trying to talk to you. You never do. Trust me. I would rather have 100 people like or view my channel or view a video than 100,000 people, and knowing that those 100 people will actually rock with you over into your Patreon. They like hearing what you say. They log on when you log on. That's when you create a tribe. But with EYL, to me, it got to a point where everybody was jumping on there because they knew these guys got the eyeballs. And so these guys they'll say, they'll deny it. They'll deny it. They didn't get any money.
The confusion in the comments makes me a little perturbed. Putting Black faces on a business model does not automatically make that liberating for Black people. To be clear, I am not accusing EYL of a crime or anything of that nature. This is speculation. I would say to them specifically, do not show me another packed arena. Do not show me another conference. Do not show me or charge $200 to get into your conference or $2,000 for your subscription for the year and have no proof of independent verification. So to be clear, until EYL can demonstrate independent, measurable customer outcomes, I don't see verifiable financial empowerment. I see successful media and marketing company executives who have monetized the oldest wound in Black America. The belief that freedom is only one purchase away.
And freedom isn't one purchase away. Freedom is here. And I tell people freedom isn't. And when you think that one person has all of that, that's going to cure all that for you, you start getting messed up, bro. Like, you missing it. Like, they got you. They about to make you bend. They about to bend you open.
Cover my face because I clearly hate the way I look, but you can see which college I went to, correct? Okay, cool. Howard University is a rich kid school, and I hate to say this, but go to a state school. Howard University is not only privately funded, but it's a private university that does not care about their students. Ryan, why do you say this? Because Howard University was charging my dead mother tuition because everything was in her name. And when they found out that she was dead, they said, oh, okay, whatever. And then hit me out of nowhere with a $15,000 total after taking away my 2 scholarships after telling them that I'm leaving for bereavement. And I had the athletic administration try to vouch for me. Nothing happened. I feel bad for all the students who cannot go because of a balance, because Howard truly is a rich kid school. If you don't have good funding, if you don't come from a two-parent stable household, don't go.
Y'all gotta stop choosing.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And I think it's, to me, is a grab. It's like, we never did this, we gotta do this. And they reach for it. And I applaud the kids that reach for it. I mean, they're like, hey, some people are meant to even get it, and y'all not gonna like that. This is gonna be controversial. Yeah, some people aren't meant to go to Howard. Some people go and they're not even supposed to be there. They're not supposed to be nowhere near that place. But they go and they finish. They put themselves in debt. And then they come out and they ain't even got the money to be even pay their student loans. To me, I question, was I supposed to take that path to begin with? Because at the end of the day, I got all this debt and I can barely pay my bills, and then I got to pay student loans at the same time. And was I supposed to even go? But society and culture tells you, yeah, you're supposed to go. This is the process. This is what it's normally supposed to be like. Nah. That's what you were trained that it was supposed to be like, bro. That's what it was. You were trained that it was supposed to be like that. You were trained to that. Yeah, you were trained on that, man. You were trained that you're supposed to take these steps. And that's why I put the Patreon together. Wealthy gods, man. I'm gonna tell you, when I went to Morehouse and I lost my scholarship because the military activated and I went to 9/11. And then when I came back from 9/11 and I showed and I was in the newspaper. I literally took that newspaper article and I showed it to the president of Morehouse. Here, that president, he's okay, cool. Well, you were 1 year past your entry date, 1 year older. I'm sorry, we can't do anything. You're a year past that time. We got to take now. Think of it. My mom still was going to Spelman. I still should have been able to go, right? No. Pulled the rug underneath your boy. I felt bad and I did the dumbest, stupidest thing. I went and got student loans to go ahead and start the process. Oh my God. You coming in, I'm coming in with a junior college where I was like laying it up. You're talking about close to 4.0 GPA, like A's, B's in classes, just in a junior college. 2-year college. And then I said, okay, it's time for me to transfer to Morehouse. I'm going to Atlanta. We're going to do it. Some places y'all not meant to be at, bro. And it's cool. Rejection got to show you sometimes that you're not supposed to be there. Rejection doesn't always mean that you lesser than or you're not greater than. Rejection can sometimes mean that, a lot of times, mean that that's not the route. And when you can understand that and be mature enough to grip hold of it, your life changes. You go from being upset when people don't give you a promotion at work to just being, okay, it's probably not that. It's probably coming another way. But that's what I talk about. Because every time I got away from having and walking in that type of confidence, bro, my real estate deals went bad. I started letting Negroes in, trying to fit this narrative that's given to you. Everybody is unique. You all are different. Everybody has a different path. Rejection doesn't mean that it's not. Something's wrong. A lot of times, God is just trying to take you to a path that's even better. If you realize the identity that you have, your God identity will always take you to the right location, to the right deposit, make the right connections. Hey, that's up to you. I just live by just believe. I know how to hustle, but I love just believe because hustling is great. And I can put my hand to the grind, and I can do that. But just believing, man, it make my hustling more accurate, I would say. Pinpoint.
I say I never seen them put a whole apartment complex out. They didn't put a whole apartment complex out. See, I'm the only one living in this bitch. Matter of fact, come to think about it.
Now I know y'all see how these apartment prices are coming down in some various areas, because when I look at some 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms that were maybe $500 higher about 6 months ago, they have come down. And if you look around your metro Atlanta area, a lot of places have significant specials, meaning that they're doing 1 month free, 2 months free, 6 weeks free. They're waiving admin fee, they're waiving app fees. A lot of places are now accepting Section 8 and they're accepting VAS, meaning that they're making more exceptions because people are struggling. Everybody's not struggling, but some people are. And unfortunately, people are tired of the bullshit. Like, I'm tired of hearing that you got to pay for 15 million fees outside of your rent price. Why do I still need to pay for X, Y, and Z? Like, I don't get it.
They putting out is a milking game. Is a milking game. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna milk you and milk you. They still want the best people. So if 10 people put in an application for one apartment, they're always gonna want the best people. But they're not gonna stop the other 9 people from putting in their application for that spot, and they shouldn't stop them. And the reason why they shouldn't stop them is because they don't know if they accept you if somebody else might be better than you behind you. And that's just the way it is. And people don't like it, but that's the way the game is played right there. That's why, man, get in the group, man.
Stuff out in the rain, y'all. In the rain. 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 This guy, James right here. This guy right here is putting our stuff out in the rain.
This stuff was out there before the rain. You sat there waiting time.
Putting us out in the rain. In the rain, y'all. In the rain, y'all. I begged for them to wait. We was getting everything. Literally, I begged. We black. We all black here.
My people. And you put it on Facebook too. And you put it online. So everybody know you were evicted in the rain. And you making it seem like it's the landlord's fault. No, it's not the landlord's fault. And don't come to me, you guys, talking about these landlords and all this other crap. Don't do that. Don't do that. Some of us, we know how you guys are. I know landlords that just focus on people that just need help. And he still gets screwed when he give them second chances, bro.
We all black here.
Don't say.
It wasn't raining when they left. You knew it wasn't raining.
They knew you were coming. You knew they were coming. They knew you were there, and you knew they were coming. So you put it out here, and y'all play these people, and y'all try to make it do these pity videos, and I'm going to just drag y'all, because this is comical. I enjoy watching this. This is funny for me, because it shows me how naive and how, I don't even like to say dumb or stupid, because it's really not that. But it's really like you just think you so slick. It's so smooth. And when you deal with people already and you put a roof over their head, you get that experience. I've had people treat me good and bad, the whole gamut. But at the end of the day, you know, it's not going to stop you from doing good. But, and it never should stop you from doing good if you got the ability to do it, do good, you know? But you ain't finessing nobody.
It was always gonna rain. If we
In 2 years, I'm going to lose my housing. All because the guidelines for Section 8 have changed since you-know-who got into office. They're saying that if you have a child that is school aged, meaning if you don't have to stay home with your child, you have to be able to obtain employment, have a full-time job, and you cannot be on Section 8 past 2 years unless you have a disability. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can you believe that? God forbid I have the stress of being a single mother, right? I have to depend on the government to help pave my way because it's really hard raising a child on your own when the government is pretty much your baby daddy, you know?
So translation, fellas, everybody, people like this believe that they can bust it wide open and the government will pay for it. That's the reason why some of our taxes and some of our things are a little bit higher. Should we be frustrated and upset? No, honestly, I believe at the same time you always going to have people that manipulate the system. That's going to feel and do that type of way. You spend more time focusing on them, you're not going to get to the bag. You want to hold them accountable, bro? They can't hold themselves accountable. What do you holding them accountable does? Because I listen to some of these content creators, and I get what y'all talking about. Y'all love making these reaction videos. We got to hold them accountable. We got to hold them accountable. At the end of the day, these people going to do what the hell they want to do, bro. That level of stupidity and that depth of neglect that runs so deep in them, you on content creating is only going to get you clicks. And I'm glad you guys are watching this. Don't get it twisted. But don't stand up here and have some protesting home affordability tyrant marching for affordability. Get some of the people stealing the shit off the system. Okay? Get them off. And I can clown like on any of these people on any video. But come on, bro. It'll make my life a whole lot easier. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. So many different ways.
You know you're going to get that check every single month. You know it's going to hit every single month, so you don't have to stress about it.
Wrong apple.
You know the whole story? I'm going to tell you the whole story. So she passed away in 2015. He just moves in. He just took over the property. Now, granted, from what he's saying or what you're saying, he did a lot of work. I get it.
New water pump, new water heater, new plumbing,
But Emmanuel,
new bathroom, new living room, new everything.
But Emmanuel, why would you do that if you didn't own the house? He lived here for 9 years, granted, so he didn't pay anything. So that's the positive, right? So if you laid out, what'd you say he spent?
Try to live comfortably.
I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't.
Just let it sit. Just let it be.
No, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
9 years.
Correct. Squatters' rights. So he had squatters' rights that were established after 30 days. Okay, but lawfully he evicted him in court and terminated the squatters' rights. But squatters' rights doesn't give you a house.
When you get evicted, they owe you some money, right? Because you spent money on the house.
He should have negotiated prior to the eviction, which
I feel for a lot of people that live up north. This is how I really do. And some of y'all not going to like it. You can leave your comments. I grew up north. Y'all have, in the quest to be so forgiving in every area of things that are done, which I'm not advocating against forgiving and grace and all that stuff. Y'all take it the next level, though. People can come into that house because somebody died, sit there for 30 days, and they get the house. And when y'all vote these people into place, I don't like talking politics. I'm just trying to tell y'all that could have been sold to a family that needed a house. But y'all fight to give these people the opportunity to do these squatter rights, and then y'all give all these extra things when it comes to the renters and living. And I know because I grew up in Philadelphia. Don't tell me I don't know. Don't tell me I don't know. I grew up in Philly, went to school in Maryland, went to school in Baltimore, went to school in Philadelphia. Don't tell me I don't know. Family in South Bronx, family in Jersey, dirty Jersey. Don't tell me I don't know. Y'all make it so freaking easy. And people now is fucking up people's lives. Because some of us, we work so hard for some shit sometimes, and they come in their squad and they take it, and it costs money to move them out and to do all that whole thing with them, bro. it's a drama case within itself, bro. They be ready to sleep with you. You come in the door like, oh yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. Get out. I'm telling you, cops outside, get out.
He was approached and he didn't want to hear anything. He got 8-9 years to a certain extent. Granted, if you said you spent 50, 60, 70 grand over the course of 9 years, it's like you paid rent.
I still need my hot water here, my hot water pump. I'm taking my water pump out of there because I paid for all of that. I'm taking my wiring out. I'm taking the plumbing out. Paying all of that. I'm taking it all out. It's mine.
Dummy.
I had a homeowner call me from.
You a dummy. You an idiot. You a fool. You a clown. Listen. Why would you put money in an asset that's not you? Why would you put money in somebody's house and it's not you? Just because you squatting on it, that means you go soup it up like it's. Come on, bro.
Out of state.
Come on, bro.
And told me that someone broke into her house here in New York. She said that she doesn't know who they are. They broke in when she left, and they've been there for over a year. Her house was in foreclosure, and she didn't know what to do. So basically, I reached out to these individuals, and I had a buyer ready to offer them money to leave. And I remember vividly calling the squatter and offering him up to $30,000. And his response was, what am I going to do with that? Well, guess what? Nothing, because the buyer took him to court, and it took some time, but he eventually lost and the marshals evicted him. So now he bought a little time, maybe I think 3 weeks, and he wound up getting evicted. So that's what happens when people think they can live somewhere and not pay. I don't understand this philosophy of, because New York is a landlord state, New York is a tenant-friendly state, and, tenants feel like they're so emboldened and empowered that they don't have to pay rent.
And y'all juice the system. And you know what's cool? Y'all turn around and justify it by politics. And I'm like, bro, you hurting people, man. People actually own those places, and they pay the price to actually get it sometimes, bro. And, you're just not doing great. You're not. But that's the culture. That's real estate in the culture. That's how some of the people in the culture think. Y'all think that this real estate thing, somewhere along the line, we got some fable thinking that this is sexy. It can be the most boringest shit out there. And sometimes it's just like dropping a pebble into some water. Sometimes it'll ripple. You're like, oh, it's a nice little ripple. Sometimes it'll be large. Sometimes it ain't. Like, it's just, the pebble it's just weird. It's a weird business, and it's getting even more weirder right now. But hey, guess what? You rock it with the greatest. I'm going to see you guys on the next stream. We out. Oh, no. Yeah, boy. Peace.